are y'all doing? I'm Tony Hayden, a Division Chief for Austin Fire Department.
And I'm Wes Hopkins, a Division Chief for Austin Travis County Emergency Medical Services.
Welcome to Fire Station 50
and EMS Station 36.
You're standing in our lobby right now, which is the first place a visitor will come to when they visit our station, but we'd like to take you inside and let you get a look around.
Yeah, come on in and check it out.
The hallway you just walked through leads us into our big combined kitchen and day room. This is a great place for our crews to get together, to cook meals together, to dine together, to be able to use this space for training and really just to enjoy their time together while they're on duty waiting for their calls. This room opens up into a weight room, and I'd love to show you that because it's a really great feature of this station. This is a really well thought out weight room and fitness area for our crews. It has this bay door here that allows us to open up our workout space. So crews are able to be inside in the air conditioning with their fans, or they can extend their workout outside into our yard where they can continue to exercise outside.
Yeah, this space also has an AstroTurf right there, so you can do push-ups or squats outside, and really it kind of maximizes the space of the station so that you've got kind of an ample outdoor living space, which is really beneficial to the crews.
This outdoor living space also gives them an opportunity to have an area to grill, and it opens back up into the kitchen. I'll actually take you back in through that door, which brings us right back to our kitchen and day room. Our dorms are set up with a fire side and an EMS side. So if you'll come with me, I'll show you the fire side for the dorms. So historically, our fire stations have been built with big open dorm rooms for everybody to share. And a lot of the new construction and the projects that we do, we've gone to this new model where we actually have an individual dorm space for crew members. It gives them a great opportunity to come in and get rest, separate from everyone else. So if one person needs to go to bed a little bit earlier than the rest, they can come in, control their lighting, control their temperature. We set them up with a great opportunity to be able to read books with a little light fixture underneath, and also an ability to charge any of their electronics up above. So we really like the design, and we really like the opportunity to really address a lot of items. This addresses gender equity. There's no problem with the big open dorm and locker rooms you need to provide for male workforce or female workforce. This allows for whatever the workforce is at the day for you to have your own private space to come and gather your items from your locker and change clothes, and your own place to sleep. It also helps us with our health and wellness, that we try and keep a healthy workforce. The ability to control your temperature in the room and the ability to control the lighting in the room really allows you to find the rest that you need in order to serve our community. So let me show you what happens now when we get a call. One of the cool things about this station is the alerting. So if we get a call and you come out the station, you can look and see the address that you're responding to, and also the unit that's responding. In this case, Engine 50 is assigned to this call at Plains Crest and Stony Meadow. So as the crew comes out in the evening for their call, they can get all their information and know exactly where they're going on this alerting board.
All right, now we're going to take you into what we call the EMS shift change room. And so we know that in a lot of cases that we want the fire and EMS crews to be together, but sometimes given the different work environments that the crews face, it's nice to have a spot for EMS to kind of check out in here. They can do shift change and we don't disrupt the flow of each other. So in this room they have a place where they can kind of relax, watch TV, especially if they're having a late night on the ambulance. This station allows for ample medical storage that allows the ambulance to restock here in the shift change room. This ambulance is in a strategic location for us. It's going to be a busy ambulance, and so it allows us to restock that ambulance. And then this shift change room just has everything that you need to kind of complete your shift. You can change the batteries on the monitor, on the stretcher, on the radio. I'll take you over here to back into the main day room to the station. And so EMS has a refrigerator and food pantries over here. Fires are on the other side so that they can, prep meals and cook and things like that between the different shifts. Much like on the fire side, the EMS side has a dorm room as well with a restroom and shower facility. Also same 2-bed configuration where in most places over here there's 3 bedrooms. Each bedroom has 2 beds, so that allows us 6 beds. So we can actually bed down another crew if we needed to put an ambulance in this part of the county overnight, but also allows them some privacy. One thing that's nice about the configuration of this station is that when you dump out of the EMS quarters or the fire quarters, you are right here at the apparatus. So the crew are very close to the ambulance. They can actually come right out, get in the ambulance, and respond to the call.
So as we look at the truck room bay, this bay is very functional. We have 4 bays. It gives us a lot of flexibility, and the station was built with that in mind. That flexibility allows us as a department over the next 50 years, along with EMS, to figure out what units are most needed in order to serve the community. Right now we're opening up with Engine 50 and with Medic 36. So our bay selections were chosen by some of the crews to allow them good access in and out. These have drive-through bays, which is something that we have found to be a very safe method for us to be able to move our vehicles in and out of the bays. It also has bifold doors, which are really great. It's one of the things that we like to be able to do in our station designs. These bifold doors open up to the sides instead of rolling up overhead. It helps us to prevent bay strikes, things like that. As you can hear, potentially there's a lot of work going on. We are still getting ready to open up officially today, so there's still work going on. You can see guys in the background working on the doors as we are really getting ready to jump in with both feet into this station and start serving this community from this location. We're really excited. Let's look at some of the rooms that are off of the bay.
So we really wanted a place for gear to be stored that is away from the living space, but also separate from fire and EMS, because we both have a lot of gear that our crews carry, and so having ample storage space for our crews was really important.
This room is where EMS will store their gear. They got the nice blue racks. On our side, we have some red racks to kind of identify the kind of the colors that the different agencies lean upon. So these gear lockers, this is definitely an industry trend right now, is to go to these. They breathe better, they're open, and as opposed to what we have in a lot of our older stations with the big wooden lockers or cabinets. This allows the gear to really have a chance to breathe and to air out in order to keep anything that got on them, give them a chance to just really fully clean before our crews have to come back to wear them again the next time. Helps the sweatiness even is a lot better on your next wear.
And a lot of these rooms too, both the fire and EMS side of gear storage, have humidity control devices in there to keep the humidity down. That concludes our...
Well, actually, there is one more thing.
That's right, there's one more thing. Let's go check it out.
Check it out.
So if we come inside, you can see that we can store ambulances in here, we store Polaris Rangers in here, and so this allows us a hub in this part of the county where there's monumental growth to deploy from. It's very close to Circuit of the Americas racetrack, it's very close to ABIA, and so having a station that had ambulances, Polaris Rangers with Plime event, fan capabilities was incredibly beneficial to us. If you come in here, you know, this hub allows us to hydrate crews with an ice maker, a place for them to clean up. So this building allows us to deploy with radios and cardiac monitors, all of the medical equipment that the ambulances need, a place for them to kind of hydrate, perhaps heat up a meal. And then the other thing that we're really proud of at this facility is it allows a safe sleep room for our crews. And so if you work a long shift and you don't want to drive home, you don't feel like it's safe to drive home, or you are working a long shift at the racetrack, or maybe you're doing an ABIA drill, you can come in here and check out, get a couple hours of rest, make you safer to drive home. So having a place that we can store our medical equipment, so the stretcher batteries, our electronic patient care record, our cardiac monitors, and all of the medical bags that go in the ambulance, having an area where we can store that kind of stuff is definitely beneficial to EMS. And we know being day one, we still have punch list items we're working on. There's still workers in the facilities making sure that everything's 100% in working order for us.
So that concludes our tour, and we're really glad you came. But actually, there's one more thing. Opening up a station like this in order to serve our community is not possible without a lot of help. We'd like to thank the mayor, the city manager, and the city council. Especially we want to give a shout out to Mayor Pro Tem Garza for all their efforts in helping us to open this station and to work towards opening all the other stations we have planned in underserved communities.
So certainly the residents in this part of the county have been waiting a long time for 911 service, and so when we started this endeavor a year ago, we were very surprised that we could deliver a joint use fire and EMS station within a year. So we really want to thank the Public Works Department, who took all of the key players for this station every Monday morning at 7:30 a.m. and put them in a room so that we could work the multiple traps it takes to build a facility like this. We want to thank J.E. Dunn, we want to thank PGAL Architecture. They've really come together to make this a wonderful facility that will work for us for the next 50 to 75 years.
And in the end, that's ultimately the goal, is for us to be able to be here and to be able to serve this community. So we look forward, both of our organizations, in order to serving this community in the city.
Thank you.
Thank you.